This presentation is about the Nita Copley's collection. This is about number 5 as a whole and the part of 5. The child will independently make sets of 5 objects. Decompose the 5 objects into 2 sets, 0 and 5, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, 4 and 1, or 5 and 0, and then represent the results on a 5 frame. Guidelines. We will review the guidelines VA1 and VA8. Necessary material. You can use the manipulative of your choice. For all your manipulatives, prepare bags placing only 2 different colored items. The bag will contain 5 items with 1 color and 5 of a different color. For example, 5 red cubes and 5 blue cubes. Vocabulary. Part, whole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Introductory lesson. Model a task using your preferred manipulative. Select the bag with 2 colored manipulatives, 5 one color and 5 the other color. Without looking in the bag, introduce your hand and grab one object and place it at the star on the 5 frames. Repeat this procedure until fill up the frame. Ask children to describe what we got on the 5 frame using numbers and color words. For example, we have 3 red shapes and 2 yellow shapes. Now the teacher can restate what the student said using part and whole. For example, the whole frame is 5 shapes, 2 parts are yellow and 3 are red. The next activity for students is using a copy of the handout and 2 matching crayons. The student will make the representation of the results on the 5 frame. Please watch the example on the slide.
Okay, for this activity we will use this map too, and this will be in the between Jaime and Emily. Okay, now Jaime, open the bag. Emily, introduce your hand. Pick 1 cube. Okay. What is this color?
Green.
Green. Okay, green. We will start here. What is the star? Okay, now Emily, open the bag, and Jaime will pick 1 cube. Green again. Okay, now Jaime, open the bag. Okay. Emily. Jaime, open the bag. Orange. Okay, now we have this results is green, green, orange, green, orange. Now, how many squares we have here?
5.
We have 5. Show me 5 fingers. Okay, now tell me how many cubes are green?
1, 2.
How many?
3.
3. Okay, show me one hand. 3. And how many oranges?
2.
2. Okay, if we put it together, 3 and 2,
5.
5.
One.
This is one way to make 5. 3 and 2,
5.
to all together makes 5. Okay. Now I have here green and orange colors. 2 for Emily, 2 for Jaime. Okay. Yes, please paint and represent these results. Okay, now Emily and Jaime have finished to color representing the same model that we get with this lucky bag. and we have 3 greens and 2 oranges. Okay, now, this is one way to make 5. 3 and 2
5.
all together are 5. Okay? Okay, now this activity is a very good option to learn the part of 5. Now we have done one time. You can repeat it 3 times in order that students can learn more about the parts of 5. For example, Emily, can you tell me how I can make 5? Raise your hands. Let's tell me one way to make 5. 5 and 0. Okay, 5 and 0 all together.
5.
5. Very good. And tell me another way.
2.
2 and
3.
3. Put it together. 2 and 3.
5.
5. And let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, Emily. Jaime, can you tell me how can I make 5?
5 0.
5 and 0. Very good.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Another way.
1 and 2. No, 1 and 4.
1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay. Now this student has developed a good knowledge of the part of 5. Now we will explore another ways to keep playing with the number 5.
Distribute one work mat to each student with different manipulatives. Repeat the procedure until finished, then ask students to color the handout with their own results. For a small group, the students can work in pairs. Keep talking with students about the results they got and how the results could be represented. Ask students to repeat the activity 3 times, using the same bag of manipulatives. If the students select one object at a time, the children will be representing the quantity 5 using 2 parts in 3 different ways. Select another manipulative and repeat the introductory lesson. Keep attention on the representation and always do questions. Repeat the same activity with another manipulative. In this case, we will use cards to tell how many are in each part. Please watch the cards on the slide. Playing with smashed marbles. The teacher will insert a cardboard in a bag. The cardboard will be a bit smaller than the size of the bag. And on the top side of the cardboard, we will draw a circle, square, or any shape. The teacher will introduce 5 smashed marbles. Then the student will shake the bag with the marbles for 3 seconds and then stop. The student will put it on the table and we'll see how many marbles are in the shape and how many marbles are out the shape.
Now we will work with a bag that has a cardboard inside and a circle, and this bag has 5 marbles. Josue will shake the bag. Shake, Josue, shake.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, put it on the table. How many marbles are in?
2.
2, okay, and how many out? How many marbles are out?
3.
3, okay, now take your color and draw your model. You too, Giselle? Take your color.
Ahora afuera lo pinto.
Yes, color. How many marbles are in and how many marbles are out?
Yes.
Okay, now make the representation. Make a drawing about what you get on with the marbles. Very good. 2 in, 3 out. Well, now you have moved the marbles, but basically this was the model. 2 in, 3 out. Okay. Okay, now Giselle, it's your turn. Shake the bag.
1, 2, 3.
Put on the table. How many are in?
5.
5. And how many are out?
0.
0. Okay, now. Okay. Now make the representation. Turn the page in your books, in your booklets. Turn the page, and make the representation.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now you have draw 5 dots on your booklet, in your circle. Very good. And Josue, okay. Now we will do it one more time. Josue, pick the bag and shake. Shake it. Okay, put on the table. Okay, how many marbles are in?
3,
3, okay. And how many marbles are out?
2.
Okay, now take your booklet, turn the page, and make the representation. How many are in, Giselle?
3,
3. And out?
2.
Okay, show me with your fingers. 3 and 2. Put it together. How many now?
5,
5. Very good. Now you, Josue, how many in
3,
and out?
2,
Put it together. How many now?
5.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Weight numbers. Complete the same activity using pattern blocks. Then label the parts and the whole using the weighed numbers. Ideas for art. Always use 2 colors of wood sticks and complete the same process. The children create artwork with 5 wooden sticks. We can see the example displayed on this slide where you can create your own. Please display the student work on Classroom. Playing with penguins. Using a booklet provided by teacher with a 5 frame colored with 2 colors. The student will fill in the 5 frames in correspondence with the booklet. While the students are performing this activity, the teacher should keep asking questions. Please watch the following video.
Okay, now this activity is to reinforce the knowledge of the number 5, part, whole. And we are using now 2 different color manipulatives. In this case, we have picked green and yellow and 5 frame. This 5 frame is color, and we will changing 5 yellows, 0 greens, and that way until get 5 greens and 0 yellows. And this is the way we are learning how the number 5 can be decomposed in different with the different components. Okay, now Giselle, can you start to using your yellow penguins? Okay, with your hands. Show me. How many yellows?
5,
Okay, how many greens?
0,
Put it together. How many now?
5.
5. Very good. Okay, now take off the penguins and turn the page. Now, Josue. Giselle. Okay, now Josue and Giselle. How many greens?
1,
And how many yellows?
2, no, 4. 4,
4. Okay, put it together. How many now?
5.
5. 4 and 1 is another way to make 5. Okay, take off all the penguins. Turn the page. Okay, now Josue. Very good. Now Giselle. Now Josue and Giselle. How many greens?
2,
How many yellows?
3,
Put it together. How many now?
5.
5. Very good. 3 and 2 is another way to make 5. Okay, in this activity we'll go on and on until the penguins are all greens. Okay, Giselle, please tell me how can I make 5?
4 and 1.
4 and 1, put it together. How many now?
5.
5. Okay, Josue, tell me one way to make 5.
1 and 4.
1 and 4, put it together. How many now?
5.
5. Very good. Thank you.
Jumbo Cuisinier rods. In this activity, the students will match the length of the yellow rod because the yellow one is 5 inches long and has a value of 5. Please watch the video that follows this slide.
Okay, now this activity we will work with the Cuisinart rods, and these Cuisinart rods they have different lengths. The white ones has the value of 1. The red has a value of 2. The green has value of 3. And purple value of 4, and the value of yellow is 5. Okay. Now, Josue and Giselle, can you do the representation of the Cuisinart rods? Thank you. Here we can see how the 3 strings are exactly the same length. The yellow, green, and red, and the 5 whites. Now, Josue, what is the length of the yellow? What is the value of the yellow?
5.
5, okay. And what is the value of the green?
3.
3. And what is the value of the red?
2.
And the value of the whites?
1.
1. Okay, now take off all the rods and turn the page. Okay, now we have the representation here. Show me please, Giselle, the book. Show me the book. Thank you. Now we can see how it's the same model, but in this case we have not color. This is in order the student can think about the length and don't have the help of the color. They will do the same representation to make 5. Only one rod of 5, and then 3 and 2, and finally 5 cubes of 1. Okay, thank you.
Other art activity. Using pentagon with empty sides could be colored using 2 different crayons to color each of the 5 sides. Other activity using a booklet is presented on the following video.
Okay, now we will work with the pentagon. This pentagon has, in this case, in this page, has 5 green sides. But we will this pentagon will change Please, Giselle, can you show me the book? Thank you. Now we have 4 greens and 1 purple. Okay. Now we have 2 purples, 3 greens. And the purples are increasing. Now we have 3 and 2. 4 purples. And finally, we have the whole pentagon with purple color. Okay, well, this activity we will use 5 worms, purple, and 5 greens. Okay, now we will start. Okay, now Josue has 5 green worms and Giselle has 5 purple worms. In this case, Josue will work with the greens and Giselle will work with the purples. But in other cases, they can have both colors, greens and purples. Okay, now Josue. Okay, now show me with your hands. How many purples?
0,
0. How many greens?
5,
5. Very good. Now, take off all the worms and change the page. Okay. Now, Giselle, how many purples you will put over the pentagon?
1,
1. Okay, Josue? Okay, now how many purples?
1,
1. And the other hand, how many greens? How many greens?
4,
4. Put it together. 4 and 1?
5,
5. Okay, now take off all the worms. Okay, turn the page. Okay, Giselle. Josue. How many purples?
2,
2. And how many greens?
3,
3. Put it together. How many now?
5.
5. 3 and 2, 5. Very good. And we will continue with this until finished with all purples. Okay, now Giselle, can you tell me how I can make 5?
4 and 5 and 1,
4 and 1 is one way to make 5. Do you know another way to make 5?
0 and 5,
0 and 5. Very good. Another way to make 5?
3 and 2,
3 and 2. Very good. And you, Josue, can you tell me one way to make 5?
2 and 3,
2 and 3. Another way?
4 and 1,
4 and 1. Show me with your fingers. 4 and 1. And show me another way.
3 and 2,
3 and 2. Very good. Thank you.
Questions to ask during observations. In this slide, there are some questions to ask to student. If student doesn't understand some questions, you can use the wig mat to clarify the questions. Here are other questions. As a regular task for this lesson, ask the student to do this activity 3 times. After the 5 frame is completed each time, students should color the squares of the handout. Routine finger math. The teacher will say a way to do 5 using 2 hands. For example, 4 and 1. Then the students will show 4 fingers in one hand and 1 finger in the other. The students can count the fingers using their chin. The teacher then directs students to cross arms while keep the same fingers extended. The students can recount the fingers to see if they still have 5 fingers extended. Library. There are 2 books that help a lot to study the parts of 5. 5 Creatures by Emily Jenkins and Fire Live Bongos by George Ella Lyon. Both books have a lot of pages of 5 items. In this slide, there are more ideas. Reflection. Because I was at this workshop, I will keep doing, stop doing, start doing.